Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And with the release of Benimaru, now we have a little bit more competent Tempest Elite team, and Valor Cup has reset to a new different rules. So now blue orbs give you 50% extra skill points, and when you use your protection skill twice, you get a permanent pierce power buff of 100%. Which means that if we happen to run a unit that gives Pierce, like the new Shuna, she's giving 30%, which will stack alongside that 100. So you're 130% Pierce power. So we're going to use this team. We still don't have the true DPS of this meta, but we're going to put enough buffs on Shuna to make her the DPS. So we brought the hero for the rewind. It's going to be pretty necessary for this team. Space Rimuru can be swapped out. Honestly, he's not really that important. Shuna for the alt buff, Benimaru, and then new Shuna. So, I believe the starting hand is a 2-2-2 spread, so it's not super easy to get, full hands, but we just need 35 points on turn 2. And we're going to get it from Trainee's passive. So, ideally, we're going to use the rewind and the full orb change here, but let's just go in and try it out. Alright, I don't think this team is going to set the Valor Cup world on fire like the New Year's Blessing team did, but I think it will certainly be good enough to do most things for players who don't really care about getting sweaty in ranked Valor. So, I think Shuna seals attack skills, and we don't have any attack skills to worry about here. I would rather seal Guy with magic, which is an unfortunate side effect of having Benny instead of Fount of Wisdom Rimuru, but let's go ahead and test it out. We're going to send these hero orbs. I just need to get rid of 2 of them. And then... Alright, perfect. So, okay, thankfully they didn't use Guy's orb change, which is what I was scared about. So, 1, 2. Awesome. And now we have 73 points because of the passive 30 that we get from training every turn. So we have enough to rewind here. Boom. And then we're going to bring Shuna in for... let's see. Let's go the hero. And then we'll bring Benimaru in for Space Reaver. That way we don't have any space units up front anymore. And now we have enough points, and we have a full Tempest Elite team to orb change all those to blue. And then we can freely send on Guy and not really worry about much else. And we've ensured that Shuna has the highest attacks, so when we use Trainee, Shuna will get the extra alt. And we are super weak point versus these guys because they are Earth. So we're looking pretty good so far. We're doing a lot of damage. And now the rewind will kick in. If we can get lucky and just use an orb change with Benny and Shuna. Okay, well, that didn't really work out that well. In a perfect world, on the rewind, you would have these 2 orb changers here. And you would be able to cover a lot of this extra protection gauge to get Shuna the EX alt. But can't really do that, so we're going to have to push another turn. That's fine. It's still only turn 2. Let's go ahead and spread the damage out, actually. And we'll send these and try and get a few more blues next turn. Okay, and we got the follow-up orbs now. So, who else comes in? Kazuma. Okay, interesting. Alright, that can work, technically. Technically. 125 points? I think we might as well nuke now. That rewind turn didn't really do us any favors here. So... we can Pierce buff, and we can alt buff, and I think that should be enough points to get us to the 120. Or no, we have to use the Protector twice to get that. Okay, well, this is a giveaway then. We'll just go ahead and nuke, and we'll see if we can kill. And we do. Alright, so we're learning the team. Alright, let's try this again. Same concept, same strategy, it's just we're going to look for a little bit extra RNG on that rewind turn. Okay, the attack nerf does not matter, because obviously we're not using anyone up front to actually nuke. And it limits them to, again, just 2 orbs. So, we will, again, rewind. We'll swap the hero out for Shuna, and then we'll bring Benimaru in for Rimuru, since he doesn't have an orb change. And we will do the full convert here, and we'll send it all on Guy, since I want him out of here. I don't want to deal with that orb change, even though, actually... I think... No, it's Yom that has the orange convert. Mirren has the blue convert. Okay. Unless Yom's coming in. Okay. Fountain of Wisdom, Rimuru. Alright, so please give me a little bit better RNG on the blues here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, let's use the orb change for Benimaru. Now remember that this is a 30% all gauge increase. So this is going to do a lot. We'll give Shuna the extra protector, which will extra alt gauge. So now we have follow-up orbs everywhere. So I think we'll just fully send this. And we'll probably kill Rimuru multiple times at least. We've got max points. We've almost got a double protector again, but we only need to use one more before we get that permanent pierce power. And it's on turn 2. Okay. So yeah, Rimuru's going to die either from this or one of the follow-ups. One of the follow-ups. Boom. And then who else is in the back? The hero. Okay, not the greatest, but they don't have enough to rewind. Okay, cool. And look at this hand. Look at this hand. All right, so now we'll give Shuna the ult gauge again. Boom. Now she's ready to go. Perfect. And now there's the extra pierce power. So let's use the pierce power now. And then we'll go ahead and send these blues. But I think I'm going to get Shuna out of here, because she's going to do a little bit too much damage now. We'll bring Space Rimuru in. That's what I want to do? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay. And you can hit some Earth units. I don't really care. So we got max points. Another training. It doesn't really matter. I mean, we'll have the follow-up as well. But this is turn 4. So, I mean, still decent. And now we can use everything. The rewind kicks in. Hopefully they don't kill anybody. Alright, they're not going to. They're not quite that strong. And they're hitting our strongest unit up front. So, alright, cool, cool. Alright, cheeky counter. Ooh, that did a lot of damage because he's got the extra pierce power. Alright, so let's use now the alt buff. Boom. And then we have enough points to use the physical buff. Or do we use the crit buff? Let's use the physical buff for Benimaru, because, you know, he's the brand new unit. Alright, so 40 points. We have 35 left over, so... I mean, maybe if we brought Summer Millum and we used her 15-point self-buff, that might actually be better? We could try and fit her in on maybe one of the teams. Maybe we'll do it in a different video. But here's the physical buff. There's the alt resistance down just on the hero. We'll get the follow-up orb, which isn't going to matter because we're going to nuke. So now we have the 70% alt damage right here. And then Shuna herself has the 100% pierce power for the rate, from herself. And the pierce power from herself, the physical attack, and then the stage effect for the pierce power. So this should do decent damage, especially considering 2 of these units are Earth. And even type neutral, we do type disadvantage, we do 139,000. I mean, that's pretty good type disadvantage. And then we did a whole butt-ton more on the other 2. I actually didn't see that, those numbers. But, I mean, hey, 4 turns, it doesn't require... Yeah, well, I guess it requires a little bit of RNG for that turn 2.5. But otherwise, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Let's go against a non-Earth team. Alright, we got a little bit of time still. I switched it up. I took Space Rimuru out because, I mean, we were but weren't using him a lot of times. And I put Hinata in for another cheap 40-point buffer. So let's see, you know, if we can actually get all of the primary buffs on, at least most of them. Because at least we can hold this buff and it's cheaper, so we might be able to use 3 buffs on the final turn instead of 2. Yeah, let's see what happens here. So, Hero and Hinata both are not on Tempest Elite, so in order to get that full hand, both of them have to come out, and they are hitting Shuna, unfortunately. And they've got a bit of power, even though she's type disadvantage. Okay. Well, that's what I get for choosing a bot. Alright. So, Shuna in for Hinata. And then you can come in for the hero. Although... No, because we need the orb change. Yeah, okay. So let's do this. Full hand of blues. We'll take out Guy, I guess. Well, who's in the back? Hakuro and Milim. Actually, I don't want to take out anybody right now, to be perfectly honest with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll spread this damage out. Alright, we've sealed their attack skills, not that it really matters. 200% orbs going onto Guy. And cool. Please give me some blues and some oranges here. That'll work. Okay. So we can get Shuna her ult. And then we can do the double orb change here with Benny. And it does heal Shuna because she is the one with the lowest HP. And we've got the orb change as necessary. Perfect. The spread is going to be a little bit wonky here. Alright. So we've got now double protector. So we could heal back a lot of damage that we're probably going to take when both these wind units get swapped in. And they start hitting Shuna. 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, she might be out of the count. Depending... Ooh! Ooh, look at just a sliver of HP. Okay, well, we can heal her back a little bit. She's still going to have to go away, though. So we'll do the Pierce Power buff now. And what does the hand look like? I mean, it looks pretty good. So, Trainee, that'll give her that final buff. Nice. Heal back a little bit for Shuna. That'll give the permanent Pierce Power buff. And... it'd be really good if we had an alt swapper, actually. Okay. Well... We could do this, and then just send the 5. Because we're all getting a lot of skill points back. Yeah, let's do that. So let's heal Shuna back up just a little bit more, just for funsies. And then we'll bring the hero in, because she's got type advantage over the wind units. So you can go away. Boom. And because the blue orbs are giving us extra gauge increase, or extra skill points, plus this 30%, this should give us, and Trainee is also giving us extra skill points. We should be capped out after using these orbs. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So close. But I don't think we're going to need the follow-up attacks, because we're just going to full-out kill. So 1. Alright, cheeky counter. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we will end, and we'll have 130 points now. And we have 2 40-point buffs and then a 55 to use. We just have to decide what 55-point buff I do want to use. So 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Alright. I think... what is going to be the most impactful? The ult buff? Yeah, probably the ult buff. Alright, so let's bring Shuna in. Boom. We will use that, and then... oh, we're 5 points shy. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. We'll bring Hinata in for Shuna. Oh, damn. Yeah, look at that. 50 points. Who else is a 40-point buffer? Who else has got it? Alright, this AoE... 143-ish? Okay, I mean, it's still pretty good. And then you're dead, and you're definitely dead. Okay, well, I mean, it didn't work out quite like I wanted it to. Math is hard, right? But overall, I mean, it's a pretty good team. The only true RNG is going to be that turn 2.5. Otherwise, you can just sit here with max points, and you can just keep buffing. So, and you're almost guaranteed to get damage cap. So, not a bad team, especially, you know, once we get the DPS character, they will definitely help us do a lot more damage, and then we'll see what buffs we have active at that point. But for now, I think it's fine. It could be better, and it will be better. Just give it another week and a half or something like that. But let me know what you guys think. That's it for me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.